What's up, YouTube? It's been a little while, so I feel like I owe you a little bit of an update on what's been going on. The first, most obvious update, if you've been following the channel for a little while, is that we're in a new shop. And this shop's awesome. We can fit like 3 or 4 projects in here. It's got a bathroom, it's got internet, it's got heat. My old shop here in Washington didn't have heat, and I was cutting my hands and all kinds of stuff and couldn't feel it because my hands were frozen, and that sucks. So for the last 2-3 months, I've been building out this shop. We've got a shop on this side / YouTube studio, and also on the other side behind the camera, I've got a gym. My full-time job is in the fitness industry. I used to run a CrossFit gym in San Diego, and now I have a remote business where I coach coaches online, which is what allows me to be able to live partially in Washington and partially in San Diego. So anyway, a couple other updates. Everyone's always asking me about the Ranger. It's here, it's still here. I haven't gotten rid of it. I've just been focusing on other things. We've been spending most of our time here on the Integra. We did a B20 B Swap on this car in February. It is now July. And that just kind of gives you a sort of idea of how behind I am when I post videos. Usually I post a video 3-4 months after I shoot the video because I'm just so busy with my day job and all other stuff. So yeah, more Ranger content coming, I promise. Also more Integra content, I promise, if you guys are into this thing. If you guys are not familiar with the B20 B Swap, I literally took a motor out of a CRV and stuck it in Integra, which means more torque, more power, more fun. I hate how it sounds though. It has a Yonaka catback exhaust that I installed for my cousin a long time ago when this was his car. And I've got a new MagnaFlow exhaust that I want to put on, and also a DC Sports header kit. So stay tuned for that. For the Ranger, I've had these rock lights on my shelf for almost a year now. I'm gonna put these on eventually. I have these on my Xterra back in San Diego, and they're awesome. So hopefully I'll have a video on that soon. Also, I scored brand new on Amazon. It said it was used, but when I got it, it's actually brand new. It's a spare tire mount, an old school FabTech spare tire mount. I had one of these on my old Ranger, except for it was the angle mount. This one is a flat bed mount, and I'm just waiting for the tire and the wheel from Discount Tire so I can install it on the truck. But the real purpose of this video is to introduce you to our newest member of the fleet, which is a 2014 Ford E350 van, which I'm hoping to build into a van life / off-road overland rig. About 4 years ago, I discovered the whole van life phenomenon, and I was hooked, and I've been wanting to get a van for a really long time. I did the van life thing in my Xterra for a couple trips. I did like 3 weeks in Colorado one summer, and then 2 summers ago, I did a 4 corners cross-country trip where I went from San Diego to Florida, spent some time in the East Coast area, and also the Midwest, then went over to Medford, Oregon. And in between, I got to see all kinds of cool landmarks and go adventuring in the truck. It was really, really fun. And one of the benefits of overlanding in an SUV is that it's easy to stealth camp. Like, I spent a whole week in Denver, Colorado, sleeping in a apartment complex parking lot. It's a lot easier to do that in an SUV because no one suspects it. But if they see a vent on the top of a van, they know you're living in it. So yeah, it was a lot more fun and easy to be in an SUV. It also allows you to go exploring other places a van can't go. But I got married last year, and an SUV is just not gonna work for me and my wife moving forward. So I'm really excited about this new project. Now with the van, I've been wanting a van for a really long time, but the reason why we finally ended up pulling the trigger on the van is that with the pandemic and everything, it was really hard to continue my fitness business. You know, I have to work in a gym and do things, and all of my stuff is in San Diego. You know, I ran a CrossFit gym in San Diego, and in 2017, I closed that to the public and moved all of my gear into my mom's garage. And we were thinking about shipping it to Washington, but it's super crazy expensive to ship it, and I've always wanted a van. So we just put those two together. We bought a van, and within 3 days, we were on the road, drove down to San Diego. Luckily, made it alive. Number one, the headlights were crap. Couldn't see more than 10 feet in front of you. And also the tires were actually rotted out, studded winter tires, and the studs were so flat that you didn't even hear them on the road anymore. When we finally got to San Diego, I was really shocked that we actually made it safely because those tires were rotted pretty bad. So actually, halfway down on the drive to San Diego, I was like, I should order some tires. So I was on the phone with Discount Tire on the road saying, hey, I need this, this, and this, and got the wheels ordered so that we could have them installed when we arrived in San Diego. One other thing I really didn't like about the van was that it was just so dang quiet. Like, if you have a V8, you should be able to hear it, right? And it just bugged me that the van was the quietest of all my cars. In fact, this little 4-banger car was way louder than the van. So on the way, I also hit up my buddy, Damon, who works at MagnaFlow Exhaust, and I got an exhaust for that. So what did we do? As soon as we got to San Diego, I swapped out the headlights for some LED headlights. We swapped out the muffler. We swapped out the tires. Oh, before leaving on our trip, I installed Apple CarPlay on this van just because I need Apple CarPlay for my nav, and we did an oil change and all the the things you do when you buy a used car. But of all the vehicles I've ever owned, I've never put so much time or money into any of them like I did with this. Like within a week of owning this van, we had a new stereo, we had wheels and tires, we had tint, we had a new exhaust, we had new headlights, interior lights, all the things. Just really motivated, and I'm really just excited about this project. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to be posting some how-to videos on the interior lights, the headlights, and a few other miscellaneous things. The radio install was a pain in the you know what, so I'll post a video on that to hopefully save you guys some grief if that's something you want to do on an E350 van. And yeah, that's pretty much the update for now. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Yes, for those of you guys who are Ranger fans, strangely enough, of all my cars, the Ranger is worth the least. It's the biggest pile of crap, but it is the most popular one on the channel. So I'll be doing more content on this soon, so just stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Now it sounds like something. Yeah, I like it.